Who's your guest this week on Chatter That Matters?
Miles Nadal, and this is a series I'm doing for the American Marketing Association. It's called Legends in Leadership, people that have been inducted in the Marketing Hall of Legends. And this guy started off with a camera at summer camp and ended up getting a picture of Wayne Gretzky. And next thing you know, he's parlayed that into a multi million, some say even $1 billion empire. I shot this show in his collection of exotic cars. Behind me was about, I would say, $50 million worth of cars. So it's a great rags to riches story of a kid that just had a lot of hustle. Reminded me a little bit of the apprenticeship with Duddy Kravitz, and really made good and is giving a lot of his wealth back to the society.
So how did he make his millions then?
He started off just selling, hiring and becoming a photographer, and then he heard about an advertising agency. He said, well, if we're doing pictures, we can do that. Took his advertising agency public, and before you know it, he owned about 50 agencies around the world, was based in Toronto and New York, and now he's in the real estate game. He owns Sotheby's and such. So he's, even in his mid-60s, he continues to disrupt industries and build them and give back. I mean, he writes checks all the time. You know, the Boys and Girls Club, he gave me a check for $2 million 20 years ago to build a community center in a very tough part of Toronto. Jewish Community Center, hospitals. He's very generous, and I think he's just the kind of individual that to me is a role model for Canada. You build it, create it, and then give it back.
Okay, so out of one picture of Wayne Gretzky?
Started with one picture of Wayne Gretzky that everybody wanted, they loved, and
Yeah.
next thing you know, he was selling prints, and then he got to hire more photographers. Then he hired his parents, and he did this all out of literally had his photo developing lab in in the bathroom of his house. Can you imagine mom back then if you're suddenly said she wants to go in the bathroom and she can't open the door because you're developing prints, and he just took it from there. True rags to riches.
Unbelievable. So what's your
A wonderful story.
What's your takeaway?
Curiosity, man. This guy is everywhere he went. He's always asking questions and becoming this street smart guy that never thought he was the smartest in the room and always had something to learn. And I think that's a great lesson for all of us, is that anybody you face anywhere, there's something to take away that can benefit you.
All right. Hey, thanks very much.
Always a pleasure, my friend. We'll chat soon.
That's a Tony Chapman Chatter That Matters, where you consume all of your podcasts.